That oil will spread to all the beaches in the Gulf side of Florida, therefore destroying one of the main tourist attractions of Florida, therefore losing more money than it would have gained. So it's kind of a gamble. You have a good chance of winning, but at the same time, it's an equal chance of losing money.
Have you looked at how much our gas prices are right now? They're about $4 or $5, $6. It's gonna keep going up because right now in Libya, where we get our main gas supply, is being held hostage. A lot of the barrels is being held hostage where we can't get a hold of it.
We don't get from the time that the oil is pumped, it takes 6 to 9 months for us to receive it at all. So what's going on in Libya and all of those places, which we don't even get our gas from Libya, it won't affect us for at least 6 to 9 more months. So, and on top of that, offshore drilling here is no different than offshore drilling there, except for it's not affecting Americans. You have to think of it in the fact of affecting human nature instead of being selfish and thinking about how it affects the American population.
This bill proposes to decrease the cost of oil in the United States while lowering the amount of imported oil and create a higher productivity of offshore oil drilling. If you're for this bill, please stand. Title: Let the Kids Sleep. This bill proposes to require that all federal and regional base examination in the United States be administered at or immediately following 11 a.m. According to studies performed by the National Institute of Health, current high school start times contribute to sleep deprivation among adolescents, indicating that, consistent with a delay in circadian sleep phase, students perform better later in the day than early in the morning.
By a certain amount of some type of food, whether it be sweets or produce or any type of food item, there has to be a limitation on it.
I agree with this bill because, I don't know, I just don't think that you should regulate what people eat when they have their food stamps. We should treat them with a little bit more dignity and not just tell them what they can and can't buy.
So, I think that they shouldn't be able to buy junk food because honestly, America, we're getting pretty large here. Everyone's complaining about gaining weight and all that. It's come on, eat healthier. You don't need that extra cheese on that. You don't need all that grease. It's come on. And plus, if they're not wealthy and they have food stamps, maybe that's on the parents' fault because they didn't graduate high school or something. Go that extra mile.
The floor is closed, probably lucky for Jared. So, if we could please have all the nays stand. Nay, you disagree with this bill. If you're undecided, you get decided.
If you're undecided, you sit through both votes. That's all you do. You abstain.
Okay, we have a senator that wants us to reread the purpose of the bill. One more time, the purpose of this bill. It says, this bill proposes to prohibit food stamp recipients from using their benefits to buy junk food with limited nutritional value. So that's it, that's the purpose. So.
Thank you.
So who do you want to stand? Yeah, nays stand. Stand and stand tall.
If you are against this bill, stand up.
Right.
Stop.
This is nothing more than an uneducated, shallow view of a deep and complex mental affliction. Eating disorders are a latent issue in America that afflicts no specific demographic and can be a silent killer. Section 2. The treatment for all five eating disorders, anorexia nervosa, bulimia nervosa, compulsive eating, binge eating, and NDOS, or eating disorders not otherwise specified, will become mandatory upon assessment from the physician of the patient, who will then refer them to a psychiatrist.